I'm trying not to listen to such messages, but as far as I know, well, it's not a war. It's some kind of a military operation that is supposed to free both Russians and Ukrainians who are on the territory of the Ukraine, and they're suffering somehow. So we need to like do something good for them, which is horrible because it's the 21st century. You can see the videos, you can see everything from the internet. So it is so stupid now. I mean, every second person I know has some relatives or some connections with the Ukraine. So it is very difficult to distort the picture. Somehow they're still managing though, but it is quite difficult. I mean, even my parents, who are quite worried for me, and of course they're against me going out and protesting, and they say that I should stop and blah blah blah. And they do have some doubts, like, oh, they watch TV a lot, and it's like, oh, it's all very, well, there are some issues that you shouldn't be messing with, blah blah blah. It's more about they're worried. It's not that they really think that we need to free the Ukraine from Nazis or whatever they have been told. It is very difficult to evaluate. Well, some of my friends say that I'm too optimistic, but I mean, none of my friends support the war. None of my friends say it's some special operation or something like that. So from what I see, almost everybody is aware of what's going on. Even when I was detained, most of the police officers are quite aware of what is going on. They're sorry, they're saying sorry, we have to do it, blah blah blah, wish you luck in the court, etc etc. So yeah, I mean, and the lower the ranks are, the more chance you are getting some support from them. So this is crazy. This is crazy. But some of my friends say that, oh, I have friends who are, well, who have banned me or who have somehow blocked me everywhere on social media because we have quarreled about it. I don't have such friends. It's not only about Ukrainians who are dying, and also our army. We're also experiencing some losses, and nobody's telling the real numbers, so they are not revealed to us. And it is all very scary, very annoying. So it is difficult to protest. So we're trying to talk to each other, we're trying to support each other. At the moment, that's the best we can do. And I think even the people who may seem to support military operation, they're only doing it because it is too difficult to accept the reality of what is going on. Because, well, we are Russians, our great-grandfathers defeated the Nazis, and now what? Now we are Nazis. So that's a difficult thing to absorb, really. The first time I got detained, it was the 24th of February when it all started. It wasn't a big protest. It was just sometime in the afternoon. Some random people just started going out and protesting because, well, something had to be done. It was so appalling, and we were all so shocked. I was reading Harry Potter. I had 2 volumes of Harry Potter, the blue one and the yellow one. Of course, it looked like a Ukrainian flag. And the police did not know what to do with me because actually I wasn't, well, doing anything. And there were not very many people. It was the first day of the protest. So it wasn't that obvious that it would be big. But then eventually they decided to take me to the police station. And it is quite funny to have something like that in your report, like detained for reading Harry Potter. The second time was a bit more scary, I'd say, because well, they took away our phones. They were, and I did not even get to the protest spot, to the actual spot, because I just started filming something around me, people being detained, etc etc. And they detained me for filming somebody being detained. We spent about 8 hours at the police station without phones, without the opportunity to call our friends, etc etc, without opportunity to call the lawyers. And it was all quite annoying. They wanted to get our fingerprints, our photos, etc etc. It's all very illegal because we're not criminals, so they shouldn't be having our fingerprints. So we were trying to stand up for our fingerprints. They were trying to ask us to unlock our phones, and like give them some random context so that they see if we are, I don't know, connected to some extremist organizations or something like that. They also asked me about my tattoos. They were looking for some Nazi symbols or something like that. And by the way, this is David Bowie's, so that's Black Star. So I had to explain that, and it was all quite annoying, like Nazi symbols, like are you crazy? It's just, I was detained and I have no record of it because like they let me go after 1 hour. I was on my way to the shopping mall, and honestly, I wasn't going to be protesting that day. It was the next day after my birthday, and I wanted to just see more friends and just do something, and then again go to a dance class. But face recognition technology worked, so I couldn't even go to the subway. So they just recognized me, and it was at some other part of Moscow because I was staying at some other place, so it's not even near my home. So just some face recognition technology worked. More and more depressive. That's all I can say. It's like everybody's upset, everybody's annoyed, and everybody feels powerless. I mean, everybody is depressed. Everybody is talking about what is going on. People are trying to tell jokes, and jokes are getting darker and darker, and it's all very scary. I mean, you literally want to like throw up sometimes. Just it is all very annoying. So just some action is required, and I think people react differently to what is going on. Some people are trying to bury themselves with lots and lots of work. Some people are trying to just turn off all the news and pretend that nothing is going on, which is crazy, but I can't understand that. And some people are just more people of action, and they just want to do at least something, and those people are the ones who are going out. It's in a way, it's just a reaction to all the stress that is going on right now. There are lots of police officers in the streets, in the subway. People are talking about war everywhere, or they mockingly refer to it as a military operation. You can hear it in the supermarkets, you can hear it everywhere. Of course, sanctions are working because lots of brands have left Russia, have left Moscow. Moscow is a very European city. We used to be quite happy with having, I don't know, McDonald's, H&M, Zara, etc. Now we don't have it, so everybody is annoyed. I mean, teenagers are annoyed by not having, I don't know, Minecraft accounts or whatever. So you can't ignore it. You can't pretend that nothing is going on, even if you try to pretend that, well, there's no war. Still, at least sanctions, they're affecting your everyday life, and you need to start asking questions. And so probably in a way this is working. I mean, this strategy of sanctions and etc. I do understand that it will not influence the regime. It will not influence Putin. He will not look down at me and think, oh, too many Yulias out there, so well, I need to stop. It's more like just, well, just for myself, like for the future, like where were you when everything was happening? Like, oh well, I was out protesting, I was in jail probably, I don't know. And B, also I see that very many people are scared. When you see the people who are detained for the first time, like it was with me, like the same police car and in the same police car and everything. They're very scared. They don't know what will happen next. They don't know what the punishment will be. Some of them think that it will be jail immediately. They don't even know that it's just a fine for the first time. So they're all very worried. They don't know for how long they will stay there. So I think I just need to talk. I just need to like inform other people that it's not too bad to be detained. It's just a waste of time, and sometimes maybe, again, I'm lucky, maybe it can be worse. But if you're, I don't know, it is scary that people are getting tortured, etc. But it's a lottery anyway. You can get arrested for nothing, even if you haven't done anything. That's the reality. That's the Russian reality nowadays. So what's the point hiding out?